Welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
Check tight.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
Gain of 6 brings up 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Black 80!
Let's go, D.
On the sneak is Garoppolo.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's track.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring it.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ryan Kerrigan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Here we go.
So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Hey, alert!
Let's get off the field. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. I'll get him.
Get it.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Uzomah. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 15. On 1st down, it's Hubbard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch the boot. Jam.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Finish set. 19.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got, Heavy?
31.
Give me some.
Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And a throw right sideline is complete. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Tackle. Watch safety creep, man.
Hey, 31.
Go.
Out of the gun, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go,
On the toss, Mixon. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Reset. Connecting.
Mike 50, I got you. I got you.
Hey, 59. That's it. Let's go.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now the Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Check, check. Lucky. Check 37. Check 37. Mark 55.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Bradley Roby, the ex-Buckeye, with a corner blitz in the sack. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
At the 50-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the 50, it's Watson. He's got Fuller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. From the left side, it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Finish the tap. 19. 56. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
19. Get the ball. 2 times. 2 times. 4 down. 4 down. That's only 1. He's crashing. He's trying to go.
On 2nd down now, it's Hubbard. And he's brought down. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we
The
go.
Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Check 3. Check 3.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll run on 1st down. Hubbard. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Right here, right here. Watch, twist. Give me 9.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. Way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Like 80!
Here we go, D.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us.
Touchdown, Houston! A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
You got nothing.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He gets this one to Boyd. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard. And it's fourth. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on for the 5th time here today. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming.
Here's Grant. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. It's Hubbard. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running it here with Peyton. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
57, 19. Hey, pick your game up. Shift. Joker. Shift.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
57, Mike, 57. Win championships, baby.
Here's Watson. He wants it all for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Again, it's Mixon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Garoppolo looks to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
I got you. Hey, come on. Hey, hide.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
21.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Whitney merciless, racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Returnable for Grant. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Hubbard. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Peyton. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 44-yard line.
Mike, this is it. 19.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
They'll try the left side. It's Hubbard. Wiggles free. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man open. open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
Good job.
Will Fuller with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
55. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On second down now, Mixon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 33-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Let's come up. Hey, let's go. Time to go.
On second and 12, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here we go.
The Bengals on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is third down and 12. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now they go screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19.
First down, Cincinnati.
Garoppolo now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Caught by Cobb. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On first down, Hubbard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
A gain of 2.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. From the gun. Watson. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Garoppolo now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
They'll run on first down. It's Hubbard. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Watson on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
We're set. 19. Check, 59. Pick me up. Here we go. Out we go.
And they take a knee.
Watson on the keeper.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Our time. It's our time.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple